We are learning more about the man that has been charged in the deadly attack in New York that killed 8 people.
This as police continue to piece together the crime and exactly how it was planned. The attack happened on the afternoon of Halloween, not far from the World Trade Center. Police say a 29-year-old who immigrated from Uzbekistan legally in 2010 drove a truck onto a bike path. Authorities say he was motivated by ISIS. Mary McGuire live in the newsroom with more. Mary?
Good morning, Jason. Well, this morning we are learning federal terror charges have been filed against the suspect accused of killing 8 people and injuring more than a dozen others. Here's a look at the courtroom sketches from when Sayfullo Saipov appeared before a judge in a wheelchair, handcuffed and shackled. Investigators say Saipov has admitted to planning the attack for about a year and did it in the name of ISIS. He has been appointed a public defender who did not seek bail. 8 people were killed and more than a dozen were injured after police say Saipov drove his truck into several people on a bike path in Lower Manhattan. The truck ultimately ran into a school bus and Saipov was wounded by police. He told investigators he didn't plan on running into the bus, but that he wanted to head to the Brooklyn Bridge to target more pedestrians there. According to court papers, he chose Halloween because he believed more people would be out and about at that time. Prosecutors say a significant amount of planning went into this deadly rampage.
Search of cell phones found in a bag that he was carrying revealed thousands of ISIS-related images and 90 videos.
I think we've developed a level of connectivity between him and others who at various times have been the subject of investigations.
A bag of knives and a note declaring his allegiance to ISIS were also found near the rented Home Depot truck he was driving. Now, sources tell CBS News he bragged about what he did and was very pleased with the success. If convicted, Saipov could face the death penalty, and President Trump even tweeted overnight that he should get the death penalty.
Mary, the FBI was looking for a friend of Saipov's for questioning. Have we heard if anything came of that?
Yeah, they were tweeting about that yesterday. They did find him and are questioning him. At this point, investigators don't believe that he was connected to the Halloween attack, but my brother used to live in New York City, lived very close to the area where this all happened. It is very full of people all the time.
Oh, yeah. All right, Mary, thank you.